Rising, everyone. Happy new day. This is the day that we have made as a collective consciousness. So we must be glad and rejoice in it. I hope that everybody is having a beautiful rising this rising. There's a tremendous amount of things that are actually going on all at the same time. But nevertheless, I hope that you all are having a beautiful rising in abundance, and allow your essence to be your navigation, right? The essence of you, the beautiful essence of you, and to see yourselves in the beautiful light to which you truly are. I think that's what we need to begin to see ourselves in the beautiful light to which we truly are. And not allow what has been cultivated of us by belief systems of this matrix, of this hell consciousness, to navigate us. I just wanted to bring something to you guys' attention yet again. I'm just sending this live out. As of lately, I've been sending the lives out because we have to get more stimulation. So I'm just sending the lives out and everything. Just give me one moment. I know that it's early, but I'm just going to send it out nevertheless. Alright, I'll just do that for now. So supreme rising, supreme beautiful rising, everybody. I just wanted to bring some things to you guys' attention about our ecosystem and our economic system, which is all tied into this one big old mechanical machine, right? Everything is being done. If you notice, everything is being done in this alchemical process. All of these things are being done all at the same time, right? The ecosystem, being tampered with continuously, have always been continuously tampered with. The economic system, it's been low key kept quiet, where we are unable to, figure it out. And I want to say that it's not necessarily because we cannot figure it out. We have to begin to understand that all of these things are alchemical in nature. It has a lot to do with all of the vaccines and all of the different things that are in our ecosystem, right? That is, with the economics. Supreme Rising, Alpha Love 333. Hey, Mama, how you doing? Hi, Your Highness. Hi, Turkish. Hi, Mama. Happy New Day, T. Hey, baby. GQ. Supreme Rising, Jay Berries, everybody that's here. Gratitude for you guys' presence. As I was saying, I just wanted to bring some things to your attention. There was something, to give you an example. If you, like right now, for those of us who pay water bill, right? If you didn't pay a water bill, right? And you got away with it, right? And then another month comes by, you still have your water same way, right? And you pay the water bill. You don't pay the water bill, right? And you still have water. And then a third month come around, right? And you still have water, and you haven't paid your water bill. But then by the time the fourth month come around, right? Your water gets shut off. And then in a day or two, you find the money to pay your water bill. Now, what that says is that it's not saying that you couldn't have found the money to pay the water bill. There's a natural part of you that says that you shouldn't have to pay for water, right? If it was the same way for the lights, if we didn't have to pay for lights, we would not pay for lights, right? We would go, and then it's not until they shut the lights off we find money, right, to pay for the light bills. Because there's a natural part of us that knows that we should not be paying for these things, right? These are the things that we systematically do, but there is still something that is within us that knows that this is not something that is natural, right? This is not something that is natural. what we have to begin to do is, I don't know what to tell us other than we have to take a stand. We have to take a stand for what it is that is natural, what is that is innate. And I know many of us, it's that final step to put ourselves forward into doing so. I know it can impose a level of difficulty because, there's strength in numbers, right? And, one hand cannot clap, right? So it has to be a united effort across the globe. Another thing that I want to show you is that look at how yesterday, right? They stopped aviation across the United States in a matter of whatever they did. They stopped aviation, but we can't use that as an example to say, okay, we're going to stop. You know what I'm saying? For however many hours or however many days. But it's being exampled before us that at a drop of a dime, they could make a decision, right, to just stop production, right? Stop production, right? So my point of the matter is that when are we going to begin to understand that we have to understand the alchemical processes that has been set against us, right? In terms of our economic system, in terms of the ecosystem that migrates with our genetics or the energetic reception of us. To the point where, we don't get along with each other. We're always at each other. We're arguing with each other. We move into these, we don't understand our environment to realize that the environment has been stimulated a certain way, right, to respond to our vessel. When are we going to begin to understand all of these low vibrational interconnected energies that has been bestowed upon us to keep us in docility? When we become aware of these things, then now what are we going to do about it? That's my thing, right? We have an innate side of ourselves that understands that these things, just like I said with the light bill and the water bill, if we didn't have to pay it, we would not pay it. If we didn't have to go to work, we would not go to work, right? But yesterday, they stopped production, right, on aviation, just like that, right? But there's something where we can't even act on something, right? There's something within us that we can't even act on something to say we're going to stop as a collective. But the example is being set before us that if we do something like that, we can move mountains. I just wanted to bring these little right now real-time realities to show the significance of what all of these things can do in power. When we begin to understand ourselves as in an alchemical sense, we're not going to allow certain things because now we are aware. So when we see that they're changing the ecosystem to make it cold, to circumvent the CMEs and all of these things, you have to put yourself into those spaces to begin to understand the interconnectedness of why these things are the way that they are, how they are functional. We have to do that in front of ourselves. There's nothing that's going to come out of the sky, family, and save us, like, how they made us believe that Jesus is going to come for the world. That's everybody was looking for a sky daddy. So now we realize that the only thing that's coming is these energies, the Christ consciousness is what it's called, right? That is activating that are stimulating and activating our vessel and a part of our being. But at the end of the day, we still, with the consciousness that we are getting, the consciousness is still there for us to facilitate ourselves within ourselves. We have to still do the work, right? We have to look at our surroundings and still do the work. And I just wanted to bring that to you guys' attention. Once again, I'm not into the my way of, dealing with certain energies is just going to be, zero tolerance. It's not going to be, combative. It's not going to be back and forth or nothing, because we have to combat those energies, because I realize that those energies are cultivated from this hell consciousness. When you realize where all of these things come from, and when people choose to move into those spaces, then you don't really have to give a reaction in the setting of, you give me what I give you. I can go there, but I'm growing and I'm maturing to not go there. You understand what I'm saying? Because now I get that it's cultivated under these social economics situations, these eco situations, right? The ecology of our atmosphere has a lot of people crazy, right? Because you have to remember that your vessel is unique. The codes and everything that operates your vessel is unique, like your fingerprint. So, these ecosystems may not affect me the way that it may affect you based off of your genetic coding. You understand what I'm saying? So when you begin to understand things from a scientific perspective, the very thing that they do not want you to really wrap your mind around, the quantum science of you or the divine science of you, they don't want you to understand that all of this shit is correlated. All of it is correlated. All of it is correlated to respond to your vessel because of the alchemical composition of how we are constructed, how this vessel is constructed. You don't even know why you mad at people. You don't even know why you got what they call psychological issues. You don't even know why they call it schizophrenia, right? People don't even understand what true schizophrenia really is on the spiritual side of existence. They don't know what it is, but on this side of the veil in the hell consciousness, they got you afraid of it, right? A lot of people's schizophrenia is going to be activated now with these. It's not really schizophrenia. It's a multi-dimensional being that has brought those dimensions into this relative reality. But they're not going to tell you that, because then that takes you closer to the science of you or the metaphysical side of you. So they're going to condemn that and say you batshit crazy and put you in a sane asylum out of the general population. But not because they really crazy, it's because they don't want you to understand the science of you. And if this being has the ability to be multidimensional and be able to see the things that they're able to see, they don't want you to know that. They don't want you to know that, so they demonize it, right? They demonize it and call it schizophrenia, and they set the visualization to put you in a straight jacket to control and conform you from even thinking in that way. Because if you think that maybe there's something that is suitable and beneficial in those ideologies of what is being shown, then that might stimulate something within you. That might stimulate you in the knowledge of the multidimensional side of self. So if they give you an image that says schizophrenia and all of those things are what it is, it's crazy. No, that's a whole being tapped into another dimension. Something that they didn't even want you to know. They brought themselves into a different dimension in this now moment. That's the science of you guys. That is the divine science of you, the metaphysical side of self. The metaphysical side of self is when they put those chemtrails and they inoculate the chemtrails to correspond, the codes to correspond to your vessel. Right? This is what they do. Hello, beautiful. I'm chiming in to learn right now, and I appreciate your wisdom and word. Okay, yes, they just want us to be narrow-minded. Yes, they don't want you to make the metaphysical connection to how all of this is operating. But there is examples to show us, right? That, like Prince said, and I'm going to bring it up again, and I'm going to be redundant. They be redundant on us, I'm going to be redundant on them. Prince said that when they do these chemtrails, right, the murder rates go up, you're mad for no reason. Then now, if you go online right now, and Google be doing tricks and shit. If you go online and you look at Haiti and you look at DR, Dominican Republic, right, they are on the same landmass, right? But Haiti, right, they have taken away all their trees. But DR still got their ecosystem with their trees. Why? Why is Haiti? Because there is a correlation from an alchemical perspective of manifestation, right? Where these trees and the alignment, right? It all correlates from a alchemical perspective, right? What the trees emit from an alchemical perspective energetically that connects to your vessel. When you look at Haiti, there's no trees. Right? But when you look at Dominican Republic, there is plush, and they're all on the same landmass, right? Governed by different governments, but they're all on the same landmass, because Haiti is under a real serious attack for their uranium or whatever the hell that metal that energy source is over there. Okay? It's all ecological. It's eco. Why you think they call it economics? Because it's eco. Right? Your ecosystem, because it's ecology to your vessel. It's ecology to your vessel. This is why they use these things. These are the truth in plain sight. When we begin to Supreme Rising, beautiful. Hi, Deity. How you doing, mama? Hi, See Through the Lies. How you, Iranium? Yes. Right? When we begin to understand the interconnectedness of who we are, right? And how the alchemical processes has cultivated us into us going at each other's throat through the many variations of energetic expressions. And I got to get inside the many variations of energetic expressions. Why you think we can't come together? Because of the alchemical side of what is being stimulated in our being. It's not that we don't naturally want to come together. We are being controlled from an alchemical process through these chemtrails, through these inoculations, through social economic structures. We are being controlled, right? On every aspect, okay? And when we begin to understand that these controls, then now we can create within ourselves alchemically, right? Start to create the antidote, because we have the ability to alchemically create antidote. We are the true elixirs, but we have to become in a state of awareness of what is actually being done, and not be no longer be naive as to what is actually transpiring from an alchemical perspective. We have the ability to create the antidote within our being, but we first have to become aware of what is actually being done. And I'm here to tell you, I am here to tell you, not ask you, right? That all of these things are correlating alchemically to your vessel. Why we can't get along, why we don't know how to come together, why we are hoodwinked, bamboozled, and confused is because of all of these damn chemtrails, the socio-economic structure, the removal of the trees in certain different demographics and different things of that nature. All of that is a part of your alchemical being, right? That has been gone against because we had no state of awareness of that in that regard. We did not understand it from a scientific perspective. We didn't get it from that perspective. Yes, because once the mind knows, it reacts in the body. Absolutely. Yes, wherever the mind goes, the body will follow. Yes. We can create the elixir within ourselves because we are the alchemy. Alchemy is constantly being used against us all the time. This is why we can't get along. This is like I said, you can go 4 or 5 months and not pay a water bill, right? Not because you don't have the money, because there's a naturally innate side of you that knows that we're not supposed to be paying for water. We're not supposed to be paying for elixir. Because if that wasn't the case, as soon as they cut your water and lights off, you wouldn't go down there and pay it. So it's not really about the money. It's not really about the money. Right? Because we'll go as long as we can. If they don't say nothing, we ain't saying nothing, right? We still go. We gonna keep that free water until they cut it off, and then we go down there and we pay it. We go down there and pay the lights, right? Oh shit. So what I'm saying is that we are the antidote. We are the antidote to our own illnesses. We are the true alchemy that can change the alchemical processes of what has been bestowed upon us that is counterproductive to our unity. That is counterproductive to our unity. The reason why we cannot unite in a natural state is because we are being altered alchemically through the atmosphere, through the ecosystem, through the economy system. All of it is the eco of our vessel. The eco of our vessel is being alchemically altered through light codes and different things of that nature. When we begin to understand that aspect of our being, then we can alchemically create the antidote. But we first have to have a state of awareness of that being the case. So, good morning. How you doing? So, I just wanted to bring that to you guys' attention. I'm trying to get inside. Good morning. Yes, we are. I wish I could read what you're saying, but I'm moving so fast. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing?
Thank you.
Good morning, ladies. All right. I love you guys.